Hello all you beautiful people, how are you guys doing today? We did it with Theater, let's do it with Abyss. We got the Abyss 5.1 walkthrough here. I tried my best to make teams that would reasonably be kind of equal to the teams that you guys would make. It was easier to do in Theater because Theater is a very easy mode, but Abyss is a little bit harder because it demands more of you. But this is what I got cooked up. We got a classic Hyper Bloom on the bottom half. Top half is like Ayato, kind of like Hyper Carry situation. Ayato is decently strong, but he's not the strongest character in the world, so I'm hoping that could be like reasonable to the type of characters that you guys would have. But let's look at the enemy list real quick and see what the struggles will be. This first fight is probably going to be really annoying. It has a lot of really bulky enemies, a lot of HP here, especially in the second half as well with the Primo Geo Bishop. And we're not going to have the shield in the second half, so we can't counterattack him either. So a lot of HP, a lot of time loss. The second fight, Kukusaur is going to be dealt with the double Hydra very easily, and the Papilla, hopefully the Hyper Bloom will be enough to break its shield and it'll be easy. And the final fight, very annoying with the Wolf Lord. That's what we have Shalonen, but things can still mess up. And then the AM Blight Drake should be easy. Let's get it going. Another difficult thing about the Abyss for me to make recommendations to you guys is the cards are always going to be random. I wish they would change the card system. Now that we have Theater, revamped Theater especially, is so much better with its like card system. It's like random, but it's always going to be like switched out and you'll get the things that you want eventually. With Abyss, it changes every single day, so you never really know what you're going to get. But here we go. Using the Ayato team here. If you guys do have Farina, by the way, she's an excellent character to use here. Never forget, you want to fully heal Farina. That's why Shalonen is here. Shalonen is here to fully heal up Farina, so you can get maximum burst, maximum value. Ayato is pretty solid. He does have a signature weapon, but Ayato as a character isn't really insane or anything like that. He's not going to be topping any tier lists, especially with all the insane Hydra characters we have these days. But he's still really good. A lot of people underestimate Ayato. I think he's kind of like an underdog in a way. He's still a very excellent character, a lot of good damage, very good range, and very easy to play too. Very, very comfortable, very, very easy to play. We're doing pretty good for the most part. That last rotation wasn't the best, but you know, not everything can be perfect. We also got Farina on Favonius here. I do have Festering Desire, but I wanted to use Favonius because not everybody would have Festering Desire. Unfortunately, Genshin doesn't have that, you know, that thing that Star Rail has, where it's just like, oh, it's Star Rail, you can get all the old event weapons, and it's really cool. And Genshin, unfortunately, Genshin does not have that yet. Maybe one day it will. But this fight's pretty basic. It's pretty simple. You're taking down 3 very tanky enemies. If you're struggling with the, what is it, the Consecrated Beasts, right? If you're struggling with the Consecrated Beasts, a more defensive approach is always better. Like, I'm really helped right now by having 2 healing characters right now. I'm gonna say 3, but I'm not healing with Farina. But 2 healing characters is really helping me a lot. But even then, I'm going a little bit on the slower side, because again, Ayato is not the best, but this should be enough. Very good. Alright, second fight here. They do this annoying thing where they summon 2 enemies before they summon the actual boss. Not a big fan of this personally. It's the definition of a time waster, but we will do our best. I do highly recommend taking Hyper Bloom on this side, especially for the Papilla fight coming up. And don't forget too, you can challenge Abyss in a lot of different ways. What I mean by that is, like, if you make a team, let's say I made these 2 teams just to fight Papilla, right? And this Primo Bishop fight is going to be a lot slower. It's okay, you know, go slow on the Primo Bishop fight and then just come back, you know? You don't need to do it all at once, is pretty much what I'm saying. Like right now, I only have about 45 seconds to do this because the Ayato team was a little bit slower. I think I should still be fine though, maybe. Let's see. Any shields on the play? No shields in play. If I got that shield there, maybe that could have helped me, but unfortunately that would not be the case. Come on. I think I should be fine. 23 seconds on the clock. We got more than less than half. We start at 45. We should be fine. Hopefully. Come on. Should be good. A little bit more. Very nice. Can't go wrong with a good old-fashioned Hyper Bloom. There we go. 3 stars there. Ayato, Hyper Bloom. Very nice. If you guys have your teams, or have your characters in general, just like, oh, I need help making a team, I don't know what team to use to fight this guy, post in the comments, so we can give you some advice. Alright, we got the Pyro Kukusaur here, the Gold Flame. The big thing here is that you just want to hit it with Hydro. You just want to hit it with Hydro. Since we got Ayato here, that's going to help a lot. A big little tip here is if you hit these two thorns on the ground, the dragon will try to chase it down. And since it can't find it, it'll still do that attack, by the way. Since it can't find it, it'll stay closer to the ground. If it can find it, it'll go higher up, and so it'll be harder to hit. So, like example with that is that Ayato was able to hit him with his slashes if he's close to the ground, but if he's high in the sky, of course he can't. So try to knock it down as best you can. I think his defense is also decreased when you knock him down, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% on that, but I feel like that would make sense, you know what I mean? Ayato was cleaning this up pretty nicely, though. Could have gone for Shalona there. I think her buffs may run out pretty soon. As long as you see the thing on the ground, you know you have the Shalona buffs. So I think I'm actually kind of fine. Alright, one more rotation. I'm going to try to keep some recharge. This might be a little bit slow. There we go. That was actually really good. I think Ayato is actually pretty good for that fight. That felt actually really nice. Okay, now for the big bad villain here, Tenebrous Papilla. A lot of people are losing to Tenebrous Papilla. They're just like, his shockwave is too powerful, it insta-kills everybody. If you're really worried about the shock of insta-killing you, you can go on the outer edge, but I wouldn't recommend that because he takes a lot of reduced damage. You need to get rid of this shield so that he doesn't have reduced damage anymore, but it is going to be very difficult. That's why I recommend Hyper Bloom, because Hyper Bloom has so many reactions and boom, easy. He absolutely destroys that shield. Honestly, Hyper Bloom breaks this shield even faster than like Chaska can, and Chaska is honestly like was created for this fight, or this fight was created for Chaska. That's how good Hyper Bloom is. You always gotta bring it back to Hyper Bloom. Alright, halfway dead. We got a minute 30 going on here, so plenty. This is gonna be very, very easy. Look out for that attack, by the way. The multi-slash on the chicken, that can hurt. If you're not ready for that attack, if your characters aren't built to like level 90 where you don't have that extra HP, that honestly could do a lot of damage to you. In general, honestly, this fight does a lot of damage, so you want to really, really be aware of that as well as you're fighting this guy. Is that pay attention to your HP bar, especially if you have like a Shinobu without the C6, so you can't get the free res. Be aware of that. Alright, this guy's about to go down. Okay, I was gonna say like what I kind of want to do is I kind of wanted to put the shield out again so I can break it again, but it would be the same thing, you know what I mean? It'd just be your classic, just do your Hyper Bloom stuff. Nahida first, then your Hydro, and then your Electro with Shinobu, hopefully. When it comes to Hyper Bloom, if you have either Shinobu or Raiden, they're both really good for Hyper Bloom. I think Shinobu's better, though. And a key thing there, I forgot to mention it. A key thing there, if you have Raiden and you're using Raiden for Hyper Bloom, you cannot use Raiden in that fight because that shield will block the Electro Slash from Raiden. Raiden's Electro Slash only happens if you're hitting HP. If you're hitting a shield, Raiden's Electro Slash will not happen, and thus Hyper Bloom will not happen. So please, please, please be aware of that if you're using Raiden as your Hyper Bloom kind of character. That's why Shinobu in general is just better for Hyper Bloom. Okay, final fight. Honestly, this should be pretty easy, if annoying. This boss is just annoying. That's all it comes down to. He has a super long animation when he comes out. One of his first attacks is either rolling on the ground, which is really annoying to hit him during it. It's just, ugh, a big annoyance. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, look at him rolling on the ground. Thankfully, I perfectly timed that so I can get right in front of his face. But he's also very tanky too. The theme of this abyss is tankiness, right? The theme of this abyss is unfortunately tankiness. Everything is tanky. Everybody's tanky. And he's gonna put the shield out. Ready? Here it comes. And there it is. When the shield is out, he will summon 3 dogs on the side of the screen. The dogs take a lot more damage from Geo than anything else, but they do take damage from any type of element, but Geo is gonna do the most. Unfortunately, they do have like a kind of cooldown on when they can get damaged, so you can't just like hit them constantly with Geo. You can with some characters. It feels like character dependent almost. I know like Zhongli is really good for them because when his tower pulses, it hits them really nicely. But we brought Shalon in here, and Shalon's kind of the new character, so there's a high chance a lot more people have her right now that are watching this video. So that's why I picked Shalon in. And Shalon has a bit better offensive attack, so here we go. Boom, there we go. Very annoying. Let's just get this guy over with. Let's get this guy done and dusted. Please, please. Farina, go. Boom. Shalonen. burst, Ayato, burst, and then slash, 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 slash away. Boom, 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 boom. One more, I think, should do it. Furina's back. Boom. Ayato, couple more seconds. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Annoying fight. Annoying fight. Not difficult, just annoying. And then let's clean it up with the Hyper Bloom. Let's clean up with the Hyper Bloom. This is why we took Fischl, by the way. This is why we took Fischl. When it comes to Hyper Bloom, your number 4 in the team could be a Dendro, could be a Hydro, could be Electro. I picked Electro because, again, Fischl is a bow character, so Fischl can shoot down this guy. But as well, Fischl does really good damage with Golden Troop. You can also take Yelan. I know Yelan is really popular on this type of team. Double Yelan with Shinkyu Yelan is really, really good as well, because Yelan does a lot of good damage. She can shoot down this guy as well. And again, importantly for Papilla, because Fischl doing her Electro hits also counts towards Papilla's barrier too. So that really helped me when I was taking down these barriers, Fischl's extra bonus hits. Oh, you can hit this guy in the face when he's doing that, by the way. Just to knock him down again. Boom, boom, boom. Shinkyu, Shinobu. I'm doing unoptimal things, but whatever. It's fine. We can still take it down. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That is the walkthrough guide for Abyss 5.1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you guys are still struggling with certain fights, you can either do it in different waves, do it in different teams. If you're struggling to think of teams or, you know, how to play them or which combination, post your characters in the comments and I can give you recommendations for your teams to be able to do this. I happen to do this with Hyper Bloom here, but there could be so many other teams I could have done. Probably the first phase will be a lot more difficult to figure out. I mean, like, even like Chaska, for example, right? Do like Chaska and like, oh, I don't know, like Furina again, you know, Furina again. I could have put Miko here and then like finish it off with a Bennett. That could have worked too. You know, I could have done the Navia team. Navia is also a really good character. Navia, Zhongli, and then we got the double Pyro here. This could be a good team. Or like, oh yeah, the Kukusor, right? So I have to do Furina. But yeah, there's plenty of combinations. Of course, the Nivillette combination. Can't forget that too, right? Nivillette, maybe like Nivillette, Zhongli, and then like we go with like Shunling, and then we finish it off with like, I don't know, like Miko or something. I'm just making random combinations. There's plenty of combinations you can do. And if you need any help, please do leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day. I will see you guys next time, and peace out.